Hi, everyone. Welcome to Everyday Real English from Real Life podcast.
Welcome to Real English Podcast. I'm Brendy.
And I'm Annie.
Before we start, please take just a moment to like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and maybe share it with a friend who might need this conversation.
And just a quick reminder before we begin. It might feel fast, but that's just how Americans talk. You'll hear it again later, so no pressure.
So here we are again, back for Chapter 2 of our special mini-series.
We are. And if you were with us on Monday for Chapter 1, we kicked things off with a pretty big question.
A huge one.
Yeah, we asked, whose definition of success have we been following? We talked about that pressure,
Did you do everything right?
Exactly. Get the job, get the house, follow the timeline. And we kind of realized we might be chasing goals that aren't even ours.
Right. It was like climbing a ladder that's leaning against the wrong wall.
Yeah.
But today we're going deeper.
We are.
But before we get into all the psychology, I just want to do a quick check-in. How are you feeling? Like right now?
Yeah.
And not the polite answer.
The real answer.
The real one.
Honestly, I feel restless.
Restless.
Yeah. It's strange because on paper, everything is fine. My work is going well. My routine is solid. I mean, nothing bad is happening.
Yeah.
But I feel this low-level hum of anxiety, in the background. Like I'm forgetting something really important, but I don't know what it is. I just feel busy in my mind.
I get that. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I had a moment this morning. I was just staring at my calendar, just a normal Tuesday, nothing scary on it. And I felt this sudden tightness in my chest,
Yeah.
a rush of pressure, like I was already behind and the day hadn't even started yet.
And that is the perfect entry point for today's deep dive.
It really is. We're exploring this contradiction that just it confuses so many of us. Why can life look so good on paper? The resume's good, the bills are paid, but it feels so heavy in your mind.
Exactly. So the question for today is exactly that. Why can life look good on the outside, but still feel uneasy or, stressful on the inside? It's such a defining struggle, I think, for people in their 30s and 40s. We work so hard to build this life we thought we wanted. We arrive, and then we think, wait, is this it?
And then comes the guilt. That's my immediate reaction, at least. We think we're being ungrateful. But looking at how our brains actually work, it seems like this isn't an attitude problem. It's more of a vocabulary problem.
Yes, I love that you said that. We are confusing three very different concepts.
Okay.
In English, and really in a lot of cultures, we use the words success, stability, and peace almost like they're the same thing.
They're a package deal.
Right. We think if we get one, we automatically get the other two, but they're totally different mechanisms in the brain.
Okay, so let's break those down because I definitely lump them all together.
Okay, so first you have success. This is all external. It's what your neighbors see, what you post online.
Job titles, awards, the car you drive.
Exactly. It's about achievement and visible progress. It's the Instagram part of life, like you said.
Okay, got it. So what about stability?
Stability is about safety. Survival, really. Can you pay your bills? Do you have a steady paycheck? A routine. It's the foundation.
We all need that, for sure. But peace, that's the one that feels tricky.
Right. Because peace is internal. It's biological.
Yeah.
It is literally the state of your nervous system.
What do you mean by that?
Peace means your body feels safe enough to shut down the fight or flight response. It means you can sit still on a sofa without your mind racing through a to-do list.
Wow. Okay, that is a massive difference. So you're saying you can be wildly successful, be the boss, make all the money, and have total stability.
Lots of money in the bank.
But have absolutely zero peace.
Absolutely. Your bank account can be full, but your nervous system is running a marathon 24/7.
I think that explains so much. It explains why the body often knows the truth before the mind does.
The body always knows.
We try to tell ourselves, I'm fine, I'm winning, but the body's just not buying it.
It's not, and you'll notice it in things like tight shoulders or chronic headaches, or maybe you realize you're taking really shallow breaths all day. These aren't signs that you're failing. They're data. Your body is sending you a message. It's saying, I don't feel safe yet. I don't feel rested.
But then comes the guilt trap. I fall into this all the time. I'll feel stressed, and then I'll immediately beat myself up for it.
How so?
I'll say, I have a good job, I have food, other people have it so much worse. I shouldn't be stressed.
That is such a dangerous loop. We think gratitude is supposed to work like an eraser for our stress.
Right. Like if I'm grateful, I'm not allowed to be sad or anxious.
But that's not how emotions work. Gratitude doesn't delete your feelings.
Gratitude does not delete your feelings. I think I need to write that down.
You can be grateful for the paycheck and still feel completely crushed by the pressure to perform. Both things can be true at the same time.
Okay, so we know the difference now between success and peace, but why do we keep chasing the success part, thinking it will finally deliver the peace? It feels like we're programmed to do it.
We are, in a way, and this brings us to this fascinating psychological concept called the arrival fallacy.
The arrival fallacy. Okay, that sounds like a movie title.
It does, but it's actually a very common trap our brains fall into. It's the belief that when I reach this goal, then I'll be happy.
Ugh, the when, then trap. I don't just visit there. I think I own property there.
We all do. There's this great story about an author that explains this perfectly. Ever since she was a little girl, she had one dream.
Okay.
Getting a book deal with a major publisher. She told herself that if she could just sign that contract, her life would be perfect. She would have arrived.
And did she get it?
She did. She got a huge deal. And she describes driving in her car, blasting music, just feeling like she was the main character in a movie.
That must have felt incredible.
It was, for about 4 days.
4 days. That's it. That's how long the dream feeling lasted.
4 days. And then the emails started coming in. Deadlines, edits, worrying about sales numbers. The magic just evaporated.
And she was back to just being a stressed person.
A stressed person who happened to have a book deal.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
But it makes so much sense. We see the goal as a finish line, but life doesn't stop there. It just keeps going.
Exactly. And this connects to another mechanism called the hedonic treadmill.
A hedonic treadmill, like the machine at the gym
Yeah.
where you run and run, but you go nowhere.
Exactly like that. The hedonic treadmill means that our brains get used to new things, like incredibly quickly.
Okay, an example.
You get a big promotion. It's thrilling for, what, a month? Then it's just your job. It becomes your new normal.
And because it feels normal, the excitement is gone. So you have to start running toward the next goal to get that feeling back.
Yes. It's a dopamine cycle. Dopamine is a chemical that gives us a buzz when we approach a reward, but it's just a short burst. It is not designed to give us lasting peace.
So the arrival fallacy tricks us into thinking the goal will save us,
Mm-hmm.
and the hedonic treadmill makes sure we get bored of the goal once we have it.
It's a tough cycle.
But there's a third factor, isn't there? The other people.
Yes, the thief of joy.
Mm.
That quote is old, but social media has basically given that thief a megaphone and a global audience.
It really has.
It creates something called the expectation gap. See, unhappiness often lives in the space between what we expect life to be and what it actually is.
Like planning a vacation. In your head, it's perfect sunsets and amazing food.
That's the expectation.
But in reality, your flight gets delayed, the hotel is noisy, and you get a sunburn.
Exactly. We imagine this photoshopped version of the future. But reality is messy. The problem is, when we scroll online, we're only seeing everyone else's photoshopped highlights.
And we compare our messy reality to their perfect picture. We compare ourselves to people who seem to be doing better.
Yes. It's called upward comparison. We look at their peak moments and we measure them against our, tired Tuesday mornings.
I heard a story about a runner that just illustrates this so perfectly. It was a 400-meter race.
Okay.
And this one runner was in the lead. She was strong. Her form was perfect. She was going to win. She was running her own race.
Right.
But just before the finish line, anxiety hit her. And she thought, where is everyone else? So she turned her head to look back at the other runners.
Oh, no. And what happened?
Because she looked back, she lost her balance just a tiny bit. She slowed down, and the other runner flew right past her.
Wow.
She lost the whole race because she was worried about someone else's lane.
That is such a powerful image. Looking at others doesn't just make us feel bad. It literally slows us down. It breaks our rhythm.
You can't run your race if your eyes are on someone else.
You really can't.
So this is like a triple threat. The arrival fallacy makes us wait for the future, the hedonic treadmill makes us bored with the present, and comparison makes us obsessed with everyone else.
No wonder we feel uneasy. It's a lot for one brain to handle.
Yeah. I think it'd be helpful to hear what this actually sounds like in a real conversation.
Because we usually hide these feelings, especially at work.
Totally. Let's do a short role play.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's pretend we're coworkers. We're in the break room, just, heating up lunch.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
Sighs. Man, I don't know. Honestly, I feel stupid even complaining about this. The project's going well. The bonus is coming. I should be happy.
You sound tired.
I wake up every single day with this tight feeling in my chest.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't take a full breath.
That sounds really heavy. Do you have any idea why you're feeling that way?
I don't think it's the work itself. The work is fine, I think. I think it's the pressure to just keep it up.
The pressure to keep going.
Yeah. It feels like I can never slow down. If I stop achieving things for even a second, I feel like I'm losing my value, like I'm falling behind.
I hear you. It sounds like your life looks really stable on the outside, but your nervous system doesn't feel safe at all.
Yeah.
It's just stuck in survival mode. You know, it is okay to feel that way. It doesn't mean you're ungrateful. It just means you're tired.
And seen. Wow. Okay, saying that line, if I stop achieving, I lose value.
Yeah.
That felt very real.
It's a conversation that's happening in offices everywhere. Even if people aren't saying the words out loud, we have to validate that feeling.
Speaking of validation, let's do some practice. Let's give our listeners the English they need to describe their own reality.
Yes, let's do that. So I'm going to say a sentence. I want you to repeat after me. I'll leave a quiet space for you to speak. Ready?
Let's do it.
My life looks good, but it feels heavy. Feeling stressed does not mean I am failing. I am allowed to want peace. My feelings are trying to tell me something. Great job. You know, that one sentence, I am allowed to want peace. That is a revolutionary thought for some of us.
It really is. So, okay, we've identified the problem. We know why we feel this way. But we can't just leave everyone with a problem.
No, definitely not.
How do we break the cycle? If success doesn't bring peace, what actually does?
Well, experts point to a few specific things that truly signal safety to our nervous system. And the first one is connection.
And you mean real connection, right? Not just online.
Real human relationships.
Yeah.
Vulnerability, not just getting likes on a photo. We need people who know us even when we're failing. We need to feel like we belong because of who we are, not just because of what we achieved.
That makes sense. If people only love you for your success, you can never stop succeeding. That sounds exhausting.
It is exhausting. The second thing is shifting focus to the process, not the outcome. Psychologists call it intrinsic motivation.
So enjoying the act of writing the book, not just wanting the stat of being an author.
Exactly. If you enjoy the Tuesday morning work, you will be happy on Tuesday morning. If you only enjoy the reward at the very end, well, you're going to be miserable for a very long time.
And I think the last one brings us back to gratitude, but using it in a different way.
Right. This isn't that guilty gratitude we talked about. This is about using gratitude to hack the hedonic treadmill.
How does that work?
When we take a moment to really enjoy what we have now, the coffee, the quiet morning, a good conversation, it stops that thing from becoming boring.
It keeps the experience fresh.
Yes. It reminds our brain, hey, we are safe here. We have enough. We can relax.
So what this is all about is we have to redefine what success actually means to us.
We have to.
We have to stop viewing it as this mask we wear to hide how tired we are.
Yes. Real success might just mean having time to rest without feeling guilty. Real success might mean having a calm nervous system, not just a full bank account.
I love that definition.
So today we named the uneasy feeling. We looked it in the eye, but we haven't fully solved the problem of how to build that new life yet.
And that is the perfect transition because we have one more chapter coming up.
Yes. On Friday, we will release Chapter 3, the finale of this mini-series.
What are we covering in the finale?
We're going to focus entirely on how to gently redefine success. It's all about finding a version of success that fits your real life.
Not a life of pressure.
Not a life of pressure.
Yeah.
Sustainable success. A version of success you can actually live inside of and enjoy.
I can't wait for that one. That really feels like the answer we've been building toward.
It really brings everything together.
Well, thank you so much for joining this conversation today. We really hope it helped you understand why you might be feeling this way. And please, please remember, you're not broken. You're just listening. You're learning. And that is a huge first step. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this with anyone who needs to hear it. And if you want to review today's lesson, I uploaded a free PDF summary in the description and in the comments. Feel free to download it and study at your own pace.
See you in Chapter 3.